A vast number of people can find it challenging to make ends meet on a low income. Fortunately, neither a high-paying career nor a wealthy family background are necessary to become wealthy. The simplicity with which one may get by with some smart planning is really remarkable. You should invest, whether you are old and need to save for retirement or young and just beginning to generate money. You will benefit from these 8 tips for living cheaply even if you have a ridiculously low income. Be sure to subscribe to the Legend Finance channel and watch our videos. Tip number 1. Start cooking. There is no shortage of restaurants with extensive menus and delicious food options. In addition to chain restaurants like McDonald's and Taco Bell, there are also local restaurants specializing in cuisines from around the world. With so many options, it can be more convenient to order delivery than to prepare meals at home. $10 to $20 might not seem like much to a high-income family. This is not the case, however, for low-income families. It is now time to don an apron, sharpen your knives, and learn how to prepare your own meals. Online and on YouTube, you can find a lot of tutorials and recipes that will help you make your favorite takeout dishes for a lot less money. It is also likely to be healthier, and you may even develop a greater appreciation for the flavor of your food. Since you know exactly what ingredients you will need, you can make a detailed grocery list and only buy what you need, which will lower your overall grocery bill. Learning to cook on your own is a must when you live on a low income. Tip number 2. Only buy what you need. It is super easy to use your computer or smartphone to browse Amazon for a new piece of clothing, or to visit Bed Bath & Beyond for home decor. But can you confidently answer yes to the question, do you definitely need it? For instance, suppose that you purchased an ice cream maker for $50 a year ago, but you have only used it 3 times. If the amount spent on an item indicates its value, then the ice cream maker costs about $16 per use. However, it can be difficult to tell what you need and what you do not need. It is best to use the 24-hour rule when you are thinking of making a purchase. If you still want and desire the product after 24 hours, you are likely to use it. You will be surprised by how few items you buy and how much money you save. Tip number 3. Avoid debt. Some of us are aware that debt poses a threat to our financial well-being. Despite the fact that many people are aware that debt has sneaky ways of ensnaring its victims, there are still many who cannot escape its grasp. Consider the scenario where you want to purchase a new car but lack the funds to do so, so you take out a loan. It might not be a big deal to pay this one debt, but your car could break down and require repairs. Since you must repay your loan, you do not have sufficient funds to pay for the repairs and obtain another loan. The cycle continues onwards until it is difficult to live with financial stability. It is essential to avoid debt as much as possible, as this will ensure that all the money you spend is the money you actually have and that you live within your means. This includes using a credit card. Using a credit card can be tempting, especially when you want to make a purchase that you don't have the cash on hand for. However, it's important to remember that credit cards can be dangerous if you don't use them responsibly. Here are a few reasons why you should avoid using a credit card in order to save money. First, credit card interest rates are high. If you don't pay off your credit card balance in full every month, you'll be charged interest on the unpaid balance. These interest rates can be high as 20% or more, which means that you'll end up paying a lot more for your purchases over time. Second, credit card debt can be hard to pay off. If you rack up a lot of credit card debt, it can be difficult to pay it off. You may find yourself making only minimum payments each month, which means it will take you a long time to pay off your debt. In the meantime, you'll be paying a lot of interest. Third, credit cards can lead to overspending. It's easy to overspend when you are using a credit card, especially if you're not paying attention to your spending. You may end up charging more than you can afford to pay off each month, which can lead to debt and financial problems. By avoiding credit cards and paying for purchases with cash or debit cards instead, you can save money by avoiding high interest rates and credit card debt. Tip number 4. Figure out your spending habits. Imagine you open your mobile banking application to make a payment, and you discover that your checking account balance is low when you log in. If you can relate to this, you need to examine your spending patterns. Creating a budget for your income and expenses is beneficial for families of all income levels. Despite this, it is more beneficial for low-income families because it is the only way to determine how much you spend each month and whether you are living below your means. Creating a budget is a simple process. Start by calculating your monthly income. And if you have a variable income, such as if you are self-employed, calculate your average income over the course of your business. Calculate your fixed monthly expenses, which will include your mortgage or rent, car payment, and insurance premiums, as well as any other expenses that remain constant each month. After calculating your fixed expenses, calculate your variable expenses, which may include dining out, grocery shopping, gas payments, and more. Keeping track of your income and expenditures can help you determine where the majority of your money is going and how to fix it. You can make living on a low income easier. Tip number 5. Reduce car costs. Transportation is the second largest expense that the average household faces. Cars are known to be expensive, and so are the costs that come with owning them, such as loan payments, gas, insurance, regular maintenance, and emergency repairs. Keeping up with payments can be difficult. According to AAA, for new vehicles driven 15,000 miles a year, average car ownership costs were $10,728 a year, or $894 a month in 2022. $894 a month may be manageable for those with a high income, but it is difficult for those with a low income. So what can you do? Getting rid of your vehicle is a wonderful place to start. It may be less expensive to walk, ride a bicycle, or take public transportation to get where you need to go. Still, if you need a car that you will use often, you should think about buying a reliable used car. Consequently, you will not have to worry about hefty insurance rates or depreciation. If you are dedicated to routine maintenance, you can get many years of use out of a quality used vehicle. To make the most of your efforts to reduce transportation costs, try to make multiple stops on a trip and avoid driving whenever possible. This will allow you to continue building wealth on a ridiculously low income. Tip number 6. Enjoy low-cost activities. There are numerous activities that do not require you to spend any money. When spending time with friends, people frequently choose the most costly option. On a typical day out with friends, you might eat at a nearby restaurant, go shopping at a nearby mall, and eat frozen yogurt. The trip may have been enjoyable, but it can easily cost $75 or more per person, which is unaffordable for low-income households. Go to the park and play frisbee with your friends, or have a picnic at a nearby wildlife conservation area. If you enjoy meals, have your friends take turns hosting while everyone brings their own food and beverages. Thus, you can continue having fun with your friends without draining your bank account. Also, do not forget to follow Legend Finance for more in-depth budgeting tutorials. Tip number 7. Lower your energy usage. Energy is a common household necessity. The majority of our household appliances are powered by electricity. It is not surprising that energy is one of our major expenses. However, there are a few ways to reduce energy consumption while steadily accumulating wealth. First, turn off lights, appliances, and electronics when not in use. This can be as simple as using a power strip for your home entertainment system or unplugging your phone charger when it's not in use. Second, use energy-efficient appliances and light bulbs. These use less energy to operate, which can help reduce your energy bills. Third, plant trees or install shading devices around your home. This can help block the sun rays in the summer, which can reduce the amount of heat that enters your home and reduce the need for air conditioning. Fourth, use natural light instead of using artificial light whenever possible. This can help reduce your energy use and lower your energy bills. Fifth, wash clothes in cold water. Most of the energy used to wash clothes goes towards heating the water, so using cold water can significantly reduce energy use. Tip number 8. Live in your home for free. It should come as no surprise that the largest expense a person can have is a home, and that eliminating this expense can free up a significant amount of money every month. Mortgages can be a significant financial burden, but what if you could live in your home without a mortgage? The easiest way to accomplish this is to rent out portions of your home. If you have a large home with extra rooms, you could rent them out to cover your mortgage and other expenses. Renting out your parking space to others is another option, and renting out your storage space is an excellent way to maximize your home and live rent-free. If you get rid of your biggest expense, your quality of life will improve because your income will go up and you'll be able to save money for a low-income household. If you're interested in living frugally on a ridiculously low income, there are many more tips and tricks you can take advantage of in addition to the ones you have already learned. Consider viewing our other videos, and if you enjoyed this one, please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to receive notifications. Thank you for watching!